Ay ay ay, don't attack me. Enough of your shenanigans. Anyways, you stand at the top of the staircase, and when you make it in the tornado, you have to kind of time it a bit. Ah, damn it. This is going to take a few tries to get, because you can't really tell when it's coming until it's too late, because, okay, there we go. You kind of do one of these things, and actually want to head over here. Well, do I want to? Maybe I didn't want to do that. Or maybe, I think I can do it, but I need to hit the tornado from here. Let's try this again. Here we go, and nope, okay, I can't make that, so we'll go and deal with that later. You want to get to this tornado, you want to go all the way over here. There we go. That's what I like to see. Alright, gotta go for the spin jump. Man, if this spin jump everywhere in this level. Am I supposed to get in this tornado? Maybe? I mean, I clearly am supposed to. Well, let's see, get those items over there. I want those items. Whatever. Let's head back over. How do I not get in the tornado there? What the hell's going on? Come on, don't do this to me. Doop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. There we go. That almost failed. That would have been sad. I clearly have no mastery of these controls. Alright, can we get in the tornado this time? Thank you. And we shoot over here, and we get 2 items. Awesome. Mushroom, and another syrup. We're obviously really well stocked right now, which is good, because we still are a long ways away from a shop. And here we go, we're finally at the summit. I think there should be a... Oh, I didn't realize there's a telescope over here. Let's look into it. And you can kind of see a view of the kingdom. I'm not really sure if there's anything worthwhile to see here. In fact, I'm pretty sure there isn't. But I mean, it's just a view of the kingdom, I guess. Whatever. I guess it's a cool little feature they have. I think there's a save point right here. Yeah, let's use it. Alright guys, here we go. It's time for the boss. There's really nothing else in this area, I think. Let's go quickly check. Because I like wasting time. There's a digging spot. I'll have to keep these in mind. I'm going to forget where most of these are when I actually need them. Just so you know, those digging spots are another way to get beans, another type of bean. And we'll see what the beans do soon enough. Alright, so you want to kick this thing. And this thing will be angry. You go, fools! Why does everyone call us like a fool in this game or something like that? Anyway, this is the Hoohoo block we're looking for, and well, as expected, that's Blablanadon. So all we're missing now is a Blablanadon. That's so funny. Anyway, all we're missing now is Prince Peasley. So, well, let's see here. Well, he followed Prince Peasley up here, and this egg had appeared. That's kind of weird. So, and he decided to somehow hatch the egg. I don't know. And of course, conveniently, it's about to hatch. And it's a giant dragon. The hell? Dragons hatch from giant eggs? Who knew that? Anyway, this thing falls right into the chimney of the Hammer Bro people, which is good. Alright, there's an egg in here. And oh my god, it shoots Hoohoo stones. Well, that's... oh my god. You killed Blablanadon. How could you do that? Anyway, that thing has a really kick-ass beard for a baby dragon. Anyway, this is the Dragoho, and I should have healed before I did this battle. Alright, we're good to go. Just like the Rexes, you actually want to jump on this guy and make him smaller, because that'll make his attacks... oh, okay. You have to do more damage than that to make him smaller, Luigi. Let's go ahead and spin attack him in the face. Bam, bang, boom, bah. No, I missed. Alright, well, it still makes him smaller, and that makes his attacks easier to dodge. Let's go ahead and bounce bros. I do a normal bounce bros. Yeah, we'll go ahead and nail him a bunch of attacks, and he does a lot of damage of his attacks, so you really want to dodge them and not screw up like I just did. Alright. Oh, I missed again. That's not what I like to see during a boss. Anyway, sometimes he'll spout these rocks, and he'll use those as platforms, so I'm actually gonna, well, I won't be able to break it, so I'm gonna have to take the attack. I'm gonna go ahead and heal Mario. No, not back. I want to heal Mario. Heal Mario. There we go. I guess it's press left and right, and I try to press up, because I'm stupid. Alright, so he's going to jump on the rock, he'll make his attacks a little harder to dodge. Okay, the way I haven't been reading his attacks well, because I've been too busy gabbing my mouth. The way you tell who he attacks, I think it's the way he tilts his head. I'll quickly confirm that. Spin! Attack! The face! There we go, 13 damage. That's good. And we'll go ahead and I'm gonna actually use a bounce bros on this rock. I know it kind of seems like a crazy idea, but I want to break this rock. Then he won't be able to use it anymore. Yeah, so if he tilts his head upwards, he'll attack Mario. If he just doesn't normally, he'll attack Luigi. That's the way you tell, and we're gonna go for another spin attack to the face. Mario just has 2 left over all the time. I pressed the wrong button. Whatever. There you go. You can see what happens if you screw up that way as well. I mean, you still do a decent amount of damage. 6 is still not bad. I'm just gonna go for the attack here. Boom. Although when Luigi's doing more damage, you know you're screwed. I dodged your attack. Haha. Let's go ahead and break the rock. Hoohoo Stone! Actually, if you don't use a special attack, it'll take 2 bros to destroy it. Oh, damn it, he grew taller. Okay. Gonna go ahead and hit him. Lucky! See, that's why I got my stash, so I can get more Luckies. Yeah, his attacks are really hard to dodge when he's big, so always a good idea to save a few bro points so you can do one of these, and knock him back down to size. I'll go ahead and keep attacking him with this, but I think I might go ahead and use some syrup on Mario. You know what? Why? I have 7 syrups. Why not? Oh, shoot. Did it again! Mario, have some sweet syrup. And now we're going to go ahead and... Dun 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 dun! Spin attack to the face! There we go. Now I'm getting the pattern down. Here we go. That killed him. That was kind of a waste of a syrup. But you know what? Who cares? We got super mushrooms. We didn't get a level, though. That's surprising. I should be pretty close to a level, actually, then. So next time I'll probably get to level 7 pretty quickly. Or, well, maybe I can... You know, maybe I'll just go ahead and grind a little bit. Anyway, that dragon happened to be Prince Peasley, and he does his little hair twirl thing, and the thing's so bright that the screen goes white. That rhymed. Cheers to your mustaches. That's so funny. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Don is still alive, so yeah. Apparently he got trapped into an egg and turned into a creature by Cackletta, of course, because she just likes screwing over people. Stop flashing your hair, my god. And this guy rides a flying lima bean. I don't know what that thing is. It's a blue bean, it looks like, from the angle. I'm not even sure how you even maintain your balance there. But anyway, he gives us a test to go visit Queen Bean. And he gives us a rose, which will let us in, and he gives it to Luigi. Now here's the funny thing, there's always these like little like homo, I guess, not to use that term in any sort of offensive way, and not that I'm trying to bring this topic into it, so don't discuss it or I will be angry. But there's kind of like, you know, this interaction between Luigi and Prince Peasley that's really kind of funny. Always a funny thing, because I mean, if you look now, he's gonna start twirling all happy. I don't know, they always like making fun of Luigi. So blah 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 blah. Don brings us back down here, and we can go get our hammers. But first, you know what? How close am I to getting a level? If I'm close, actually, just go ahead and get it now. 14 and 31. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and get to our levels. I want to be level 7. Why not? So I need to find some enemies I haven't killed yet. That's the first thing. I'll actually cut to where I get levels. Alright, there we go. There's a level for Mario. And we're going to get... what do we want to get this time? Health? Yeah, well, I haven't gotten defensive Mario yet, have I? Let's see, I got no, let's go for defense. I'll get some health next time. 2? Okay, that's good. And there we go, level 7 for Luigi. What should I get Luigi? What have I gotten last? I've gotten Stash and I got Defense. And I got Pro Point. Let's go for Power. Need some more offensive boost. Oh, 1. Typical. Whatever. Stat-wise, let's take a quick peek. That's the map. Yeah, Mario's caught up in defense quite a bit, but Luigi does have an edge in HP, I guess, as well. So, yeah, they're even. Luigi's still more defensive. Luigi really needs to get to some power, though. I don't want him to be that tanky. Alright, I'll meet you guys at the bottom of the mountain. Alright, so here we are at Hammer and Sledge's place. Because, you know, that spells sledgehammer together. And a Hoohoo brick is falling, he's gonna make a hammer out of it. And they are really using their heads in this one. Ha 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 ha. I'm so funny. And there we go, we've gotten our hammers. You've got hammers! Dun-dun-dun-dun. So now we can use hammer actions both in and out of battle. What you do is use R to switch your front person to hammer. Hammer! I love the way Mario says that. And then you whack things. Yep, simple as that. It's the same as jumping, except you can switch it to hammer. So, switch to hammer, break the block, and then I'm going to have Luigi accidentally hit Mario because I'm an idiot. Yeah, you can switch the guy back as well, but we can't do anything with that yet. Now, we also have nuts. That's our new item, and what it does is it recovers both bros' HP. Pretty good. They're a lot better than mushrooms, obviously. They're also a lot rarer, so keep them for emergencies. Nuts will be very handy in one fight very late in the game, if I remember correctly, when you're really getting hurt. Anyway, for now I'm going to save it. I'm not sure, there's probably going to be more in this episode, but for now, this is LuckySevenDX signing out. I'll see you guys in the next recording session. Yeah, we just dominated Hoohoo Mountain. See you guys next time. Stamp. Hey guys, and we're back. Welcome back to, well, you guys have just watched, are still watching the episode. This will be about 3 or 4 minutes left in this video, but this is a new recording session for me, so, yep. We want to do the high jump. So as you can see, we're going to be moving on to the next area. We can break through that rock now that we have a freaking... Okay, so one thing that we can do now we have hammers. Well, we could do this anyway, but this is really only pertinent when you have hammers. If you press L and R at the same time, you can reset both bros to their jump thing. So you can actually use that to get back to jumps easily, which is nice because we have a lot of things we're going to be doing lately with, you know, hammers, obviously. Because you know how in games like this, whenever you get something new, they always have like, they're always like, hey, let's use this mechanic about 50 million times until you're sick of it, just because we can. And that's gonna be the story of our life right now. Anyway, so yeah, take the I can actually show this off. Well, you can go ahead and use the water to cool that rock down to hit it, but also, now that we have the hammer, we can also have a new thing of water here as well, if you see. You can actually shoot the water like bullets. You get 3 shots per a thing. We'll be using that later. I guess so. You kind of have like the pour all the water at once with the high jump, and then the shoot water bullets with the hammer, which is kind of cool how they have different things. And when we get a third item, which we'll get later, way later in the game, there'll be another thing you can do with water too. So they actually make decent use of that water mechanic in this game. Anyway, so obviously last episode we, you know, finished Hoohoo Mountain, and we're going to be getting out of it. The very end of it right here. And no more Hoohoos. Well, until we have to come... Well, we're going to come back here and grab some extras, of course, later when we can, but, well, not extras so much as just random stuff like that thing right there, which I will explain once we can do stuff with beans. Yeah, there'll be a bit of backtracking, but whatever. Most of it will be off-screen backtracking anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the mines here, or, I don't know, would you call these the mines? Well, there's mine carts. And we're going to have a new mini-game. This is actually one of my favorite mini-games in the game. I love this game. And I'm actually going to be making good use of it to get the beans later. I guess I'm going to explain a little bit about the beans. We'll be needing about 35 of each bean, except for the ones that we get from enemies. You need about 70 of those, I think. And you'll see why soon enough. It involves getting some really cool items and stat increases and whatnot. Yeah, more on that later. But anyway, for this game, as you kind of been seeing, it's a game of Minecraft. You collect all the gems. Now, you'll be with Mario in the foreground of a flashlight, which you can control with the directional pad, and you'll have to get fuel to refuel it. And then you're also getting gems with Mario and Luigi. The red ones are obviously Mario, green ones are Luigi, and there'll be enemies. So keep track of Luigi using your flashlight so you can see where his gems are and where his enemies are. If you miss a fuel thing like that, you'll actually start to run out, as you can see. But as long as if you miss 1 or 2, it doesn't make a difference. There should be about 15 gems in this one, and you only need 10 to proceed. If you fail, then, well, geez, I keep missing the fuel. If you fail, no big deal. You just have to restart the thing. I mean, we shouldn't have any problem. Oh, I missed 1. Well, so much for getting perfect on that. Well, it doesn't make a difference if you get perfect or not. If you get hit, you do lose gems, though, so that's what the enemies are there for. There's one other enemy. I'm probably going to show another level of this just to show you that next enemy, but, well, looking at the time, we're going to be running out by the time we get to that, so... Yep, there we go. Really, the one that you need to do to complete the game, like this one right here, was actually not that hard, so... no worries with that. Let's go ahead and get some items, and we'll go ahead and break these again. Oh, I missed. And if we go over here, we'll actually start tutorials. So I think from now, I'm just going to end the episode. This is LuckySevenDX. See you guys next time on Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Toodles.